expanded story. Imagine a world where humans never die. From the moment we are born, life stretches endlessly before us, a canvas without edges. No more birthdays ending in goodbyes. No more funerals. No more heartbreak from the finality of life. Every person you love remains by your side, and every dream you dare to chase has infinite time to come true. At first, it seems perfect. Immortality, the ultimate gift. But as you step into this eternal world, you start to see the unseen consequences of living forever. Without death, society itself transforms. Families grow, not just with children, but with endless generations living simultaneously. Cities swell as the population grows beyond imagination. The streets are alive with activity, yet cramped and buzzing, almost chaotic. Jobs that once held urgency now seem trivial. Deadlines lose their meaning. People stop hurrying because they always have tomorrow, an infinite number of tomorrows. And yet, with this endless time, knowledge expands beyond measure. Science, art, philosophy all flourish in ways that were once impossible. Entire lifetimes could be spent mastering every skill, learning every language, exploring every corner of the earth and beyond. The human mind, untethered by time, reaches heights never dreamed of. But life without end carries its burdens. Boredom, a simple word in our mortal existence, becomes a looming shadow. When every experience can be repeated, when novelty can always be pursued later, the thrill of life diminishes. Pleasure and excitement lose their intensity. What once made life vibrant now seems muted. Relationships, too, change. Love stretches across centuries, but does devotion deepen or fade when nothing ever ends? Friendships, marriages, and bonds may last forever, yet the richness of fleeting moments, the intensity of urgency begins to vanish, and the world itself strains under endless human presence. Resources that once seemed sufficient are now stretched to their limits. Cities grow taller, oceans teeming with floating metropolises, forests shrunk to tiny green patches between concrete expanses. Governments struggle to manage infinite lives. Economies adjust to people who never retire, never leave the workforce. Technology accelerates at unprecedented speeds because humans have the endless hours to invent, but even innovation cannot fully solve the weight of living forever. Within this eternal existence, personal identity evolves. Memories accumulate like layers of sediment over centuries. People remember events from centuries ago as vividly as yesterday. Wisdom becomes almost godlike, but it is paired with a weight. The knowledge of every loss, every failure, every regret, experienced countless times. And yet, despite all the achievements, the human spirit asks a question that death once answered. Does life without end truly have meaning? Without the ticking clock of mortality, without the shadow of finality, the very value of existence becomes uncertain. But not all is bleak. The world of immortality brings wonder too. Exploration reaches far corners of the universe as people can train for decades, centuries, or millennia to become astronauts, explorers, and innovators. Art evolves in ways unimaginable, with projects that take centuries to complete. Love and friendship gain depth, layered across endless experiences. Yet beneath the beauty, a quiet tension lingers. Happiness and meaning must now be sought consciously, for the natural rhythm of life, the urgency imposed by death, is gone. So, as you imagine this world, ask yourself, would immortality be a blessing or a burden? Could humans handle eternity? Or would endless life trap us in a cycle of boredom, craving, and endless desire? Perhaps death, fleeting and final, was the invisible force that gave life its meaning. Or perhaps, in a world without end, humanity would rise to unimaginable greatness, learning, creating, loving forever. In a single heartbeat, you realize life without end is beautiful, terrifying, and utterly unpredictable. Enjoyed this journey into the impossible? Smash that like button and subscribe to join our community of curious minds so you'll always be the first to discover the next timeless adventure